thanks for coming to Vibe with me. I'm here to do a general love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please remember to take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Not all of these messages can fit for every Sagittarius out there, as this is a general reading. So don't force any messages to fit. Also, please remember I am reading energy. Energy is fluid, so it may or may not resonate more in a vice versa fashion. Take it how it resonates for your individual situations. And last but not least, Sagittarius, if you're new here to my channel, I would love for you to join my community by subscribing to my channel. So if you have not yet done so, I'd be so grateful for that support if you would subscribe to the channel and help me build the community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. With that being said, Sagittarius, let's jump into your love reading. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Sagittarius. Ooh, right out the bat. Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let me quickly gather your oracles and then I'll go over the signs associated with the oracles that came out for you. First off, we have Pisces. We have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, which is the spring seasons, the spring months. This has to do with new moon, 1 to 3 months. So we're coming up this weekend on a full moon in Scorpio. It's paired with a lunar eclipse, and interestingly enough, your final card here is Phoenix, which is Scorpio. So something could be eclipsed from your life, something could be illuminated in your life, something could be taking place around this weekend's full moon lunar eclipse through the next new moon after that. And then it also is represented with, like I said, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. So possibly in Gemini season, which is or Taurus season. So now through Gemini season, which is the second half of May and the first half of June, around 1 to 3 months. Wow, and we have Pisces again. So we have 3 Pisces cards, so strong Piscean energy. You could have Pisces in your chart. You could be dealing with someone who is a Pisces or has strong Pisces placements. We have Leo and Scorpio. So very watery energy, very fiery energy. Scorpio, yes, is a fire sign, but because they share that Mars energy with Aries, a fire sign, they are a very fiery water sign. Angels, ancestors. Let's jump into the tarot. And just get further clarification. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Sagittarius. I just feel big changes happening, taking place here in the next, between this upcoming full moon lunar eclipse and the next new moon, within the next 1 to 3 months in Gemini season. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Sagittarius. Something life changing. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me messages for Sagittarius. Some of you could be moving, traveling. Ending a relationship. And okay, this is just there we go. Let's get messages for Sagittarius. And then look, that's pretty strong indication. So we're starting off here with your own energy, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. You could have recently gone through a loss, a separation, a divorce. Someone could have passed to the other side. Someone who you had a deep connection with, who you cared deeply for. Temperance is, other than being your own, represented by Sagittarius. The Temperance energy, Sagittarius, is about harmony and balance and healing. Having a guardian angel on the other side that's crossed over. Trusting in your spirit guides. Having patience, self-control, moderation. Finding the middle ground. Holding things together. Releasing that excess baggage. Resolving unresolved issues. Preparing yourself for something that you weren't prepared for. I'm feeling. We have the Two of Swords, which is a stalemate. There's blockages. There's decisions, a final decision that needs to be made, or decisions that need to be made. But I feel like right now you are in transition. You're in a healing stage. Trying to make sure the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed. You're persevering, but you've been pushed in a new direction that you weren't expecting. You've been pushed into a new phase of your life that you weren't expecting. You have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders now. I was just gonna say, I feel like you want to lock yourself up in just not deal with anybody, completely withdraw and seclude yourself. But I feel like you can't, because whatever has happened, if there's been a loss, for example, it's like unfortunately, the world keeps spinning. Life has to go on, right? Your kids have to be fed, brought into school. bills have to be paid. You have to keep going to work. So there's this fine line of trying to find this balance of keeping it all together, not falling apart. Keeping your mental health, your anxiety, your stress, and your overwhelming emotions calm and in alignment. Not allowing, like I said, anxiety or stress or these emotions to become so out of balance that it becomes too heavy and you start falling apart. Things start falling apart. I feel like you're doing everything you can to keep it all together right now. You're fighting. You're determined. You are strong-willed. But it's been tough. We have the Hermit that's popped out. This is Virgo energy. The Hermit is that. What I was just explaining what I wanted to say, and then the Hermit popped out. This is about pulling back your energy, going within for clarity, separating yourself, withdrawing, being a bit of a loner, going into a solitude environment, keeping to yourself to try to figure things out, to try to heal, to try to balance your mind and your emotions, your head and your heart. It's like, you have to keep moving. You know that, like I said, the world keeps turning. Life keeps going. You have to keep going. As much as you want to crawl into bed and just eat bonbons and watch sad romance movies on repeat and cry or whatever the situation is, or be a hermit, right? Crawl into your hermit shell and hide. You are unable, I feel like, to do that. You have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. You've had to put on this brave face. You've had to be strong. But you are really stuck internally, just trying to get through this healing process, trying to find clarity, trying to find answers, trying to ensure all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, trying to make sure everything is going right. The examples I'm giving here clearly, but kids are off to school. It's a lot to deal with. I know from experience. Let's say, for example, once again, if you go through a divorce, if you go through a separation of a long-term committed partnership from your kid's parents, if you have a loss of a parent or anyone, of a friend, it really can rock your world, right? But you're taking it on with such bravery. It's a heavy burden, and you weren't prepared for this, but you're ensuring that you are prepared for the next steps, for the future. You're keeping the flow going. You're holding it together. You're the glue, I want to say, Sagittarius. Holding things together right now. Keeping it all together, taking on the responsibility, stepping up to the plate. People will remember later, maybe if you're not feeling recognized for this role you've taken on right now, or maybe you are, but you'll for sure be recognized and feel it later on down the road. For instance, example, if your kids don't see your sacrifice now, how hard things are now, what you've gone through now, the reasons you're doing things now, they will later, right? Into adulthood. They'll understand at a later point in time. This ending is just the beginning. The phoenix rising from the ashes. You're going through it in an extreme. If you had to surrender something, give something up, let go of something, release something, sacrifice something. But it's to lighten your load, to leave the past in the past, to forgive, learn, and move on so you can be renewed, rebirthed, that phoenix rising from the ashes for a new era because of your heroic effort, because of your determination, your bravery, your strong will. Your fearlessness, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave it right at that because I feel like this reading said a lot. There's definitely going to be something taking place, like I said, between this upcoming full moon lunar eclipse this weekend and the following new moon within 1 to 3 months. Something being eclipsed from your life, something you're releasing, something you need to let go, something that is no longer serving you, that's keeping you stuck, that's baggage, burdens. You're prepared, you're ready, you're fearless. It's going to be a long journey for this next phase, but you're going to emerge like the phoenix rising from the ashes for the greater good. This is like something you're purpose-driven to do. Your heart is calling you. You're finding the inner clarity now to make this decision to get out of being stuck in a stalemate, having blockages. I feel like you're going to have a fire lit under your ass and you're going to stand up and take charge. You're getting through this healing process. You're finding your balance. Things are harmonizing within and around you again. Self-control, moderation, patience, healing. The healing has been a slow process. It didn't happen overnight. But you're resurrecting. Sagittarius, let me know in the comments if this resonated, how it resonated, what side you resonated with. I would love to know. I love to read your comments. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. I would be so grateful for the support, and I would love to have you part of my community if you did subscribe to the channel. Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to read for you next week.